Hi everybody, Dana Litwin here again, and welcome back to Tuesday Tips for Leaders of Volunteers. We just had the Oscars, and Volunteer Appreciation Week is coming up in April for a lot of organizations. You may celebrate it at other times of year, but that's kind of an official week that we devote to volunteer appreciation as a sector. And I want to talk about who the award goes to. Who are your superstar volunteers? Do you give awards based on years of service, on number of hours, or can you look at the entire performance of people within your organization, whether that's a special guest star or a superstar celebrity volunteer who is recognized over and over and over again and is kind of a lock for the awards every year. So who are the superstars that you award over and over again? And are they your personal favorites, or are they people who are nominated and evaluated by their peers, by other team members, by the people in the department where they work? Someone can be both. They can be a personal favorite or a friend of yours and an extraordinary, outstanding superstar celebrity volunteer. But that also means that others can feel left out or passed over for their contributions with your agency. People lose motivation and connection is an important part of the 3 C's of happy volunteers: comfort, convenience, and connection. And if someone is not engaged as much as the superstars, how do they want to be appreciated, or how can you re-engage or boost and get higher engagement and better connection with those volunteers who are not the ones consistently being awarded? I've done a ton of surveys of volunteer satisfaction. A fantastic academically proven model is by Rosanna Galindo. I've talked about it in other videos, the VSI, Volunteer Satisfaction Index. But even if you just ask one question before an appreciation event and you ask people, how do you feel valued? How do you want to be recognized or shown appreciation? You're probably going to get some answers that you don't expect. If you consistently are rewarding a small clique of people, you don't want to give the impression, or you don't want it to be true, that this is a Mean Girls club, Mean Girls the movie, Mean Girls the musical, high school cliques. We don't want to give that. That's a toxic culture for any organization to have, and that certainly doesn't help everybody feel a warm welcome as a volunteer or appreciated for the work that they do. You want to meet people where they are, so ask that at least that one question, but also take a look at, again, all of your biases. Are you rewarding people who are like you, who look like you, who sound like you, who have a similar personality or communication style to you? If you're having a party once a year as your main appreciation event, that's great. Parties are fun. Award ceremonies can be really fun. But, to me, appreciation and people feeling valued is something that happens in every moment, all throughout the year, all throughout every interaction with them. Are you also having events in a way that feels, inaccessible, either because people can't travel to a party or they don't want to be in person at a party, they're used to working remotely, or they're still maintaining COVID safety or other health issue safety, or just accessibility of traveling in person if they've done remote work. So kind of balance out who's getting awards and what kind of work they're doing, and look at people who are, maybe they're not the most social, but they do a great job. You don't want to accidentally punish or leave out people who are more introverted or shy, or people who are neurodivergent or on a spectrum where maybe being social is something that's more challenging to them. So, take a look at biases, conscious or unconscious, that may exist in your award system. And I highly encourage you to go well beyond number of service hours. That's a very, very basic way to do that. And we want to make sure that, hey, if somebody dropped in episodically or they did a short-term special project that was fantastic, that they get rewarded for their work as well. So take a look at whether an award ceremony is playing favorites, or if that is really an equitable practice and a lot of different kinds of volunteers in a lot of different roles and departments and doing a lot of different things with your agencies are included in any kind of reward or recognition, especially if it's at an event like an award show or an appreciation party. Being friends with volunteers is fine as long as that doesn't turn into favoritism or put things out of balance. I'm still friends with a lot of volunteers that I've worked with all kinds of agencies over the years. Decades later, I'm still friends with people. But just take a look at that. And we want everyone to enjoy an award ceremony or an appreciation event and recognize that not everyone wants to feel valued that way. And perhaps you can look at how volunteers are recognized and appreciated with these next events coming up later this year. I've got a lot more videos where I've talked about different aspects of this, but think about award season in a new way and meet people where they are, recognize them the way they want to be recognized and valued. And you know what? One of the best ways for people to feel valued is that they feel heard and that their ideas and suggestions are utilized within the agency or the department or the work that they're doing. And they especially feel valued if they're, given some leadership development opportunities and empowered to lead or train or teach or do learning journeys with other volunteers as experts that they might be. So I hope you enjoy these Tuesday tips. Happy appreciation for all volunteers all year round, but especially next month if you have an event. Feel free to reach out to me to do direct consulting or coaching. And if you like these videos and you're not yet subscribed, please do that. Hit the bell for alerts. Share with your friends and your peers who might enjoy these, and check out the hundreds of other videos I have on this channel. Take care and see you next time.